very seldom, but it happens once in a while, that a college gets a chance to honor someone at the top of their profession, someone whose esteem is known for integrity, creativity, and a magnificent leader among people. Unfortunately, this is not one of those times. We were told not to say anything about Al tonight unless it was good. And what we got to say tonight is really good.
Hi, I'm Baron Bremner, Vice President of Cornell College in Mount Vernon, Iowa. I coached wrestling for 7 years at College in Cedar Rapids and 16 years here at Cornell College. I've known Al Baxter since he was a star wrestler at Morning Sun High School in Iowa, and I tried to recruit him for Cornell, but I didn't stand a chance of getting him because Coach Arnie Brandt at Morningside College had convinced Al that Morningside College was merely an extension of Morning Sun High School, and he had to go there to finish up. Well, here we are beside Lisbon High School, where Al Baxter started the wrestling program and had such incredible success. The folks here at Lisbon didn't know a pretzel hole from a half Nelson before Al Baxter showed up. Al taught physical education for kindergarten students through 12th grade students, and he made sure every 5-year-old was involved in the wrestling program at Lisbon High School, and that he stayed there for 12 years. As you can see from this sign, the success is written there in front of you. His strategy must have worked, because Al has certainly left an incredible mark on this Lisbon community. His records will never be eclipsed. Well, here we are at Lisbon High School, the high school that Al Baxter made famous with his wrestling coaching. We'll go in and see what some of the folks here might have to say about their recollections of Al and how they remember him best. What do you have to say about Al Baxter, Justine?
Oh, I carried him all the while he was here.
Al who?
You don't know who I'm talking about?
That name's familiar, but by golly, I just can't remember.
Yeah. You don't know anything about him, huh?
I don't know a thing about it.
Well,
there
sure.
was something about a hog wrestler.
Well, basically, I guess I grew up with the idea that my mom said if you can't say anything good about somebody, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say anything good about somebody, don't say anything at all, then you don't have anything else to say than that.
Not a whole lot.
Huh, well, I guess that about covers it for the impact Al Baxter had on this high school and the good feeling that people here have about him. Well, let's go downtown and see if maybe some of his old wrestlers might be around down there and we can talk to them. Downtown Lisbon seems to be thriving, even without Al. We didn't have very good luck over at the high school, it doesn't seem, and nobody there seemed to have a lot to say about Al that we could really put in a film that would turn out very well. So I'm coming down here. I know this guy surely must know Al Baxter. He was a 4-time state champion for Lisbon High School, and he runs the Lisbon Insurance Agency. His name's Scott Morningstar. So why don't we go on inside and we'll see if Scott's in here and if we can ask him something about Al Baxter. I'm sure he must have something good to say about Al.
Now who?
Al Baxter.
Baxter?
Yeah, B-A-X-T-E-R.
I know a lot of Al's.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I can imagine that. You're in the insurance business.
Yeah.
And you know everybody that's really important to know any place. But you
Well,
don't know Al Baxter.
Baxter, geez, doesn't ring a bell.
Never heard of him. And you're a 4-time state champion in wrestling. You've been
Yes.
around wrestling all your life.
Yep,
Wrestled since you were 5 years old.
right, got quite a tradition here in Lisbon.
Yeah, and you don't know Al Baxter.
Boy.
Well, I'll tell you, that's really strange that we can't find anybody here that can either know Al or have much to say about him. Let's ask Scott's mom. She kind of runs this place. She's the secretary here and runs it. Can you tell me something about Al Baxter?
Seems to me he was here for a while, and I think he had some insurance policies here that we had to cancel because he was too big of a risk.
Here we are in Wynn's Cafe. The small town cafe is the nerve center of any town. I've wandered upon a couple of strangers here, but I think they know something about wrestling. Why don't you come on up close and let's have a little interview with these two guys. These fellows both had a lot of experience around wrestling, and I think maybe they might know something about Al Baxter. We can't seem to find anybody else that has anything good to say about him. We've got Ivor Lord here. Now, he's had 2 boys that were state champions. One was a 1-time state champ, one was a 3-time state champ. And we got Keith Morningstar. He has a boy who's 4-time state champ. We just talked with him. You guys remember anything about Al Baxter?
I remember the name.
You remember the name?
He used to drive delivery trucks to the lumber yard and used to mow weeds for Lynn County.
Al Baxter?
Yeah, Al Baxter?
Oh, was he heavy set?
Yeah, kind of a heavy set, short, tall, fat, skinny guy with a bald head with a big bushy hair. Al wanted to go hunting one time after he first got to town. He didn't know the farmers yet around here, and so I said, well, I've got a place I can go hunt anytime, and it's a good place. We went hunting, got our limits in no time, came back down to the pickup truck. I parked my pickup by his barn, and I said, Al, you wait here, and I'm going to go up and thank the farmer for letting us use his land. He said, okay. So I went up, thanked the farmer. The farmer said, that's okay, come back anytime you want. I said, well, you know, I owe you a favor. If there's anything I can ever do to you in return, let me know. And he says, well, he says, there is one thing you could do. He said, you see that horse down there by the barn? And I said, yeah. And he says, that horse is 26 years old and has terminal cancer. And it's just like a member of the family. My kids learned to ride on it, but it's blind, it has terminal cancer, it's sway back, it's going to die anyhow. The vet says I should put him down. I can't bear to do it. Would you shoot him for me? You got your gun? I said, well, I'll do that, but let's play a big trick on Big Al down here. Al, you act like you get mad at me, and I'll turn around and act like I get mad at you, and I'll turn around and shoot your horse, and Al will think I've gone bonkers. And so he said, okay, and he let me go about halfway down the path. He started hollering, Bremner, don't you ever come back on my farm again. You've left open the gates, you've shot over my livestock, you've tromped down my fences. I don't want you ever out here again. I turned around to him, and I said, oh yeah, well, I don't care. I don't ever want to come on your stinking farm again. And I turned around, and boom, I shot his horse, and the horse dropped. I heard two more shots down by the barn. Boom, boom. And Al says, run for it, Baron. I got his 2 cows. Al's certainly a loyal guy. Anyway, we've had fun with Al tonight, and we appreciate Al, and we hope, Al, that you're having a wonderful time up there in Storm Lake. We miss you down here in Mount Vernon and Lisbon and Lynn County, and you truly are a legend down here in spite of what all these people said about you. I and all the rest of the people here love you and appreciate you. Have a great evening, Al. Bye.
When Al first came to the college, he had lots of charisma. It's cleared up now. Al's a man that combines the wisdom of youth and the energy of the old age.
Only the good Lord knows how many times Al Baxter has walked up those steps on his way to services or to otherwise serve United Church. In fact, I've gotten Al to tell me about that unique commitment from time to time. Let's go inside and talk to the Reverend Tom Shaw about this extraordinary devotion to his church.
Hi, I'm Mark Grease from Buena Vista College.
Hi, Mark. I'm Joanne, office administrator
Well, it's
here.
nice to meet you.
Nice
Tom
to meet
Shaw
you.
is awaiting our appointment here. We're having a tribute to Al Baxter on June the 11th at the college for our alumni banquet, and Pastor Shaw has kindly agreed to say a few nice words about Al's commitment to the church.
Oh, okay. I'll tell him that you're here.
Good.
Tom?
Boy, this is going to be fun.
I'm sorry. Tom's tied up for just a few minutes.
Joanne, we'll gladly wait no matter how long.
He's tied up until a week from tomorrow.
Well, all we really need, Joanne, is just a few nice comments about Al and what he's done here at the church. Al Baxter.
I wonder if I could maybe help you. Al Baxter.
Yeah.
Let me get my book here. I'm
Okay.
not real sure.
Oh, I'm sure you know him.
Well, the name's a little familiar, but let's see. Was that with the B?
Baxter.
Baxter.
B.
Okay, that's Al. It seems like I've seen him, but I just don't know that I've seen him here in church.
Well, you know, come to think of it, the only time I ever heard Al say the Lord's Prayer was at a photo finish at the dog track up at North Sioux City.
Well, Pastor Shaw always says that Sunday is a day when we bow our head, and some of us are praying and some of us are putting.
Well, that could be right. Joanne, thanks again for your time. I really appreciate it.
Okay, Mark. Nice to meet you, and tell Paul hi.
That's Al. Al Baxter.
Oh, Al. I'm sorry. Tell Al we said hello.
Okay, we sure will.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Uh-huh.
Boy, I wonder where everybody is. All I need is a couple more, people to come down. I wonder if maybe Bill Lanfear or somebody.
There you go.
I wonder if maybe Bill Patton or Bill Lanfear or somebody. Don't get her in. We maybe ought to move on or something. Sidewalk or something.
Hey,
Come on, let's
and these things anymore.
let's go.
Hey, now you little young thing here. Now, how about sparing a couple dimes for me to go in there and have something to drink?
Ma'am, I tell you what, this is something fairly significant. We're interviewing one of the most distinguished members of this community. If it's tax deductible, by the way. Yes. So
Who's that?
believe me, you wouldn't know him. It's Al Baxter. So.
Al? Oh, Al! Well, I know Al.
Oh, you do? How do you know Al?
Why, he used to hang around out here in these alleyways with us. Oh, God, we used to have such a great time together.
How long was that for?
Well, for about 4 years.
4 years?
Until he started selling those T-shirts over there at that Buena Vista,
right.
college over there.
Well, do you see him much anymore? Or?
Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do. He doesn't tell people very often, though. While we see him down here every once in a while on weekends. After he loses them there meets, those things, where they do this to each other.
You mean after a hard wrestling loss?
Yeah.
For the whole weekend?
Yeah. Only after they lose, though.
This is going to be okay. We really have been doing this for most of the afternoon. We haven't got any positive comments about it. Would it be possible for us to include you in our nice tape?
Well, I don't look real good.
Oh, but believe me, your comments are. Could you give us your name?
Oh, well, it's Ethel Mayberry.
Well, thank you so much, Ethel. Really appreciate your stopping by.
Well, sure, anytime.
Yeah, that's okay.
Talk about Al
okay, Ethel.
Yes.
That's great. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks again.
Yeah, you can throw me a dime or two over here for saying nothing.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you buy some of those T-shirts and try to sell them at a profit, Ethel?
Oh, right.
Thanks again.
Thanks a lot. Boy, I'll tell you.
Bunch of shooter going back. Hi, Ken. Well, he probably wouldn't. Dick! Hey! Come on over just a second. Good to see you.
Mark, how you doing?
You're not going to... Well, I'll tell you what we're doing. We're doing a video that's going to be used in in my opinion, pretty important situation for Alan Baxter.
Great.
So what we'd like to do is we're getting some man on the street or person on the street sort of comments to use for the Alan Baxter tape. Would that be okay?
Oh, I think that's wonderful.
Okay, go ahead. Just you roll the tape in just a minute.
Is it rolling then?
Well, technically not. We'll stop it, but just start and just say whatever you'd like to, but make it positive, of course.
Sure, absolutely. What do you want me to say?
Well, just speak from the heart.
Well, I think we're talking about an individual here of totally impeccable character. I have admired this person for many, many years. I have associated with this person for longer years than I care to remember, and I have never, ever seen anything that would reveal any flaw of character or integrity. Hard-working person, a wonderful person. I can't say enough. I really can't. I'm a total backer, and I think Iowa politics has been enhanced.
Say what?
Tremendously.
Say
Iowa
what?
Politics, state politics, and
We're talking about Alan Baxter.
Alan Baxter?
Right.
Al Baxter at the college?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Elaine Baxter. She ran against Grassley here.
Oh no, Alan Baxter. Let's stop it and go again. As long
well, I'd rather Mark. I've really got to go, and
no, just a minute, Alan. Just for 1 minute.
No, I can't. I'd like to. I'm really.
No, come on.
I'd rather not come.
It's getting late in the day. I tell you what.
Not Al.
$5. $5. $5.
Get out. No.
What we're going to do is just catch a few people as they go by in the alley or go down the street and get some nice comments, kind of a man or citizen on the street sort of thing, and just catch people as they go by. Tim, how are you? Mark Grease.
Hey, Mark. How you
I just wanted to I want to catch you for a couple minutes. I'm doing a video.
Sir, I'm really busy.
Just 2 minutes of your time. Could you please? Al Baxter. It's a videotape for this summer. Could you just give us a couple minutes of your time?
Al Baxter?
Yeah.
No way.
Wait a minute. Mark Grease reporting from 600 Lake Avenue.
Al, we want to know if any of these stories really bother you. Because some of the players that wrestled for you can't be here tonight, and we've got to figure out which ones to send to them. But seriously, folks, Buena Vista College really loves Al Baxter.
You know, Coach Baxter will tell you differently. Oh yeah, he'll tell you differently. But I really don't think he minds when guys like his good buddy Kevin Azinger over at Central College beat him in a dual meet. That's because Baxter is such a great guy and such a good sport.
Going along with that, he's a great referee. Every time we have Russ loss, he never makes a bad call. When Baxter makes a call, it's accepted as fact.
Coach, yeah, he's always concerned about a healthy diet. Make sure all his wrestlers get plenty of Exceed sports drink. You know, it always amazes me, no matter how far we got to go on a road trip, Coach Baxter always seems to go the speed limit. Amazing.
Along with his good sportsmanship, he's never in a bad mood. You'd think, especially after losing a close dual meet, but he's just such a good sport.
Without a doubt, Coach Baxter's one of the nicest, gentlest coaches I've ever had. Is that a wrap?
I don't believe we said that stuff.
I can't believe that. Good move my eye. I see him throw more chairs than Bobby Knight. Go the speed limit? Jesus, on the road trip to Central, I saw him suck the paint off a Porsche.
Thanks, guys.